Hey y'all, I wanted y'all to see the new stuff that I've been working on. This is NetherQuest version 0.8.5, and I've been working on it since I think 2018 in November was the last release, 0.8.4. You can tell I changed up the intro a little bit. Also the wording now turns to blue. I mean, I did a lot of little things that, you know, you probably won't notice, and if you've never played it, then you definitely wouldn't notice it, but just little parts that I kind of changed to enhance the game. The load scene was, the file manager scene was terrible in the original version, so I went back and redid that, and this is the new file scene if you go to load your game. As you can tell, it like keeps track of your stars and the realm treasures you found. For instance, this is like a new game here. Only been playing for 32 minutes with a small score, and you can tell no stars were found, no realm treasures are found, and as opposed to this one, which is playtime of over 92 hours, 23 minutes. You tell the score's up pretty good. So if we wanted to play one, let's go. Oh, no, I kind of don't want to be there. Let's go to this. We're going to load this one. I'm going to try to show you some of the things that are new to NetherQuest. Okay. You may not know this, but you can find a new hero in every single one of the worlds. Also, you can tell I've wrote a lot of the music now and kind of replaced it. The main thing that took over a year to produce was the fact that I was redoing graphics this whole time. This is a little side thing where you can find a different hero now in every single one of the nations, and I think I've created like 7 nations or something like that. Anyway, you can get the team up to 15 people right now. This is the guy, and it's randomly generated, so each time you play, the character who goes with this story will be different. And this guy right here will join your party. He's saying that he's pretty much lived in this house for a long time, but it's his family home and everybody's gone. He doesn't want to live there anymore because the land's too harsh. And he gets the idea that maybe, and you know, even the name will be different. Anyway, he gets the idea that he'll maybe be better off with you in the party. Each one of the little characters have like their own story. And the story will be the same every time through if you find this guy again the next time you play it. But the person will be different. You know, he won't be feral. He could be. I mean, it's randomly generated, but odds are you're not going to get him. And this guy looks like a knight. He wants you to do something for him. I'd like you to bring me a resurrection pearl. Saying that if you have one of those, he could at least know if he went with you. And there's another thing I changed. The pop-up window's a little smaller now, and it appears near the player. I'm not really sure I still like it yet or not, but whatever. And if you go to the inventory here, you can go here, and you can see what you got. And I think somebody has a resurrection pearl, if I'm not mistaken. And this is probably, there it is, right there. So it's the leader. It's Rupert the Barbarian. Okay. Also, if you want to check what they are, you can go to the new thing here. This is new. You can open up the overlay thing. This is like a really quick glimpse of the character that's walking. If you change character by pushing Q and W, it'll change with them. And that's kind of a screw up there, but graphical screw up. But anyway. It ain't 100% yet. You can also tell that little help thing at the bottom, in the bottom right hand corner. It will disappear if you can get close to it, but I can't get close to it because of that wall. But I did want to show you that I added that, and what's cool about that is if you push control like it says help, you can now see all the command, all the, the controls. And you can push right and left. And this is like from the quick menu. Of course you know that this is the regular menu. But this is the quick menu, and that's activated by pushing S. So the directions on there on the second page will be telling you and explaining to you about that. And sim, a lot of things have changed here. I don't want to go into that just yet because I want to show you if this guy will join your team. So, was I able to get a pearl? And the answer was no, because I have the wrong guy here. Apparently Croyce doesn't have it. So let's put the thing back on and switch back and find our guy. There he is, Rupert. He's got the pearl. So if we go here now, you give the resurrection pearl. Now he's going to agree to join your party. Rupert gave Therill the pearl. And he joins the party. And every time you find one of these guys, you'll find one of these. This is a drop point. In the drop point, you can drop anybody in the party that you want and pick anybody else up. They will appear there where the drop point is if you do it. But we don't need to go into that right now. What I wanted to show you is pretty much over in this part. So we'll leave this place. I think there's actually something hidden here. So I'll use an icon. Ah, look at that. It's right there, 2 spaces under the tree. So, and it actually looked like there was something here too. There was, a key. But now here, 2 spaces under this tree, using shovel. I just equipped the shovel. You can go to your controls and see how to equip to the left, how to equip to the right. But you can tell I just equipped the shovel to the left hand. So then if I push the A button, which, no, that controls that. Anyway, don't push the A. I pushed D. And I found steel armor, and I, of course, put him overweight. So now he has to drop it. So in NetherQuest, you can also remember if you push the S button, like it says at the bottom, you can transfer the item to someone else to get under your weight. And the weights of each character shows up on the right here. See this person's only holding 1.5. This is the new guy. So if he's going to be in the party, he may as well take that. There he goes. You've dropped below weight. You can now push B and move on. So, here we go. All right, back out into the world. So I wanted to show you some things. If you go to the quick menu, you can go here. You can always quick heal, but the party didn't require healing. But now you can also go to your quest book. And the quest book here, green ones are currents, and the ones listed in blue are completed quests. So now, as you can tell, I've added so many new quests, man, to the game that a lot of them are side quests. I mean, there's definitely going to be some that you're not going to be able to get to, and you're not going to be able to finish because the star search. This is your main quest. It starts the whole game and your main quest or whatever. Also, I wanted to show you the sim. So before I introduced the sim battle on NetherQuest 084, but now you can take the sim battle, and instead of having to qualify to be able to use sim, because it's usually based on rations, if you don't have enough potions, it will not let you sim. And it's not just 1 potion per 1 point. It's based on a system where, you know, if you have a food and a ration, it's like worth 1.5 points or whatever. But you have to have enough in order for it to let you battle sim. But you can now take that off. If you hit this, you can hit the all sim button, and this is, or you can play in the battlefield, which I'll show you a little bit later. But the all sim now, so that means you'll simulate every battle. And also, one of the coolest things I think I've added is the mini maps. You can go to mini maps now, and this is a cool little thing. It takes a minute to load when you do, but there it pops up. And this is so cool because, as you can tell, it hasn't been produced very long, because even on my saved game, not a lot of places are popping up. But every time you go to a new map, it'll save that with the map's ID, and it'll save it. And then you can change it. Like, say I wanted to go to the Headway house, which is where I got that guy. So if I change to that, that's the extent of what I've discovered in his house. And you can also push to the right. It'll show you where you've used icons. And you can also go push right again. It'll show you where you've dug in that position. So let's go back to Discover. Let's go to the Headway portal passage. This is outside the guy's home. You can tell I used my icon there, and that's how much it covered. And I also dug a space. So, Anyway, I wanted you to see that because it's now you can keep up with what you've investigated and what you haven't. The world's so big that you kind of need that, I thought, when I was playing through it. I was like, you know, you really need something like that. So, I don't really know what I want to do here, but I'll show you the sim. Even though I'm under and I only have 49 points in the ration department, look, it's going to let me sim. And I won. Simming's really cool because it allows you to get much further in the game without having to gruel through some of the battle things. I do want to set up something where you can put Battlefield on auto and it'll fight it for you. But for now, I think the sim's really cool. You can get a long way in the game. You can probably reduce the game to half its time just by putting it on all sim.
Level up.
And here we got a guy leveled up, which is cool because I want to show you something about the level up too. So Sona apparently is leveled up. So now what we'll do, and world time passing, I added that. Now it'll tell you how much time has passed, and it'll simulate, it'll show you it, it'll pop up and explain that time has passed. And during that time, a lot of things happen, like if you're under a state, you might come out of the state or whatever. But I wanted to show you that. Level, here's level, and you gotta go down, and it used to not tell you who you were character leveling at the top, but now I've made it so it does, which is always cool. More information is better. This is Sona, and she's got the exclamation point, meaning she's ready to level up. So we'll click on Sona, and we'll proceed with her level up. You'll see her progress here. Okay. She gets 2,000 gold, which is cool. Really cool for a thief, because that's how they use their skills in NetherQuest. They pay. So, just added a bunch of stuff to her points, and then go over here, and she's going to get one spell. You see at the bottom right-hand corner, spells and skills. She gets one skill. So, if we show you this, is new too. All skills and stuff have this new detail screen. You can push S on any of them, and they'll show it to you. I think I'm going to give her Make Haste. It adds 1 to your speed in battle, so let's give her Make Haste. And then finalize it. And bam, she's leveled up. Okay, then let's save it. Over top of that one. Remember we saw that? Okay, now. How much money does she have now since she leveled up? Let's go check that out. 2340. Most of it came on the level up there. Okay, I see a couple boxes down here. Let's try to get over this mountain. This is a level 4 mountain. She's not going to be able to climb it because, as you can tell up here, she only has a climb of 3. That first number under the weight and the climb points, the 3 is climb. The second one's push. The other one's jump, swim, crush, reach, and level and size. So she can't get across it. So what we're going to have to do is switch up. Can you get across it, Yinian? Yinian gets across it. Okay, good deal. So let's try to collect this treasure chest. We'll go here. There is some acid. And you should remember, if you can find somebody with a carpet, you need it. I'll show you. Go to this. He's not going to have anything. Therrell's new to the team. No carpets. You need the green carpet. The green carpet down at the bottom. Find a guy with that and you can cross. And there it is. Just so happens that Aranola has one. So here's the carpet of Sims. So let's equip that. Same thing we did last time. See, we've equipped it to our left hand. Use the D button. She uses it. She can cross. You get 6 spaces. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. She took a little damage. Paid off with 48 gold. And now we should sim this guy. Remember, if you land within 1 space of an enemy, you've awakened them. There's all the experience they've gotten, the drops, the gold. Now, one dude's going around without any armor on, which is never a good thing. We probably need to heal him. Let's go to the spell book. Find somebody that can heal. What about the wizard? The wizard can heal. Let's do replenish on this guy. Where's he at? There he is. Daryl. You were about dead, buddy. Notice her mana's going down each time a little bit. If you don't know this already, the replenish spell, and there's one called remanish that she'll get later on, are really awesome because they are like so cheap to cast, and from the spell book, you can go through all of them, and they can, like, it's only used from the menu, so you can't use it in battle, but on the menu, those are the two that's almost like, you know, taking a break, and you get away with it without using a bunch of mana to cast the spells. Okay, so let's sim this. And if you do get the Sarks, this is the last nation that's been created, and it's really hard. And the game, you're not going to be able. You can come here whenever you want, but if you get up here early in the game, it's probably going to be devastating. Max heal, a leather whip. Let's use an icon. Does anybody have an icon? Again, go to this, scroll through your guys. The icon will be the little blue and yellow circle at the bottom of the screen. 6. Dimps has 6 of them. So let's equip one in D. There are no hidden locations, which means if you climb that mountain, you know nothing's going to happen there. Look at that, there's another chest over there. Now here's something cool. There's truce trumpets, if you ever heard of that, but there's one. This is cool. If you use the truce trumpet, Klaya has called a truce with an enemy, so the enemy's gone. You can pass. And you got a carpet of sims. You can cross more acid now. Yay. I kind of wanted to jump out of here. So now I also made it to where you could go to your atlas from the quick menu. So let's do that. And let's teleport. Let's teleport. I don't know where to teleport to. Need somewhere. Let's go to Clark. As you can see, it takes a long time to travel there. So world time passes. 10 days, 246 hours. And that's NetherQuest time. Not real time, of course. And you've also switched into a new nation. The return wings were taken. So this is the town of Clark. And you've already done most of the things here in Clark by this time. But it's a good place to buy things. This is another thing I wanted to show you anyway, was how now if you go into, like, let's go to this weapon shop, and you can tell also that I redid almost every freaking person graphic in the game using my own face maker that I put together and all that. But anyway, I read his mind and got a black diamond. That was pretty all right. And also you can now change, if you use A and D, like it says in the bottom right hand, you can change the act, which is really cool because then you can tell who has the most in common and who might get stuff from this guy. I'm looking for someone who can steal because I wanted to show you this. This is the new, so we'll use Sona. She has the skill of sleight of hand, which makes pickpocketing way easier. 97 gold. And I'll quit there. Okay. Let's go over here. And remember, you can always steal everything. I know a lot of people are like, I'm going to steal things. Okay, steal it. She was busted. Crime fees just went up. Her crime fees are now at 85. Let's try to steal this spear. And by the way, you can steal with just about with anybody. It doesn't have to be the thief. You can't pickpocket with everybody. You have to have that skill, but you can steal. There's no way this dude's going to do it. But let's go over here anyway. And let me show you something. This is Steady Hand Smithing by Enron. Enron's the one with the secret shop. Maybe one day, if you want to know, I'll let you know where that is. Anyway, it's right outside town. But anyway, let's try to buy him something that he can wear. So it's pretty much the same thing here. I've started to work on redoing the graphics in my own style too for the items, and I'll have that done pretty soon too, but it's going to take a while. Anyway, can he wear the leather boots? You need 2 dexterity, and he's got 13, so he can definitely wear these. So let's buy him a pair of leather boots. And this is what I wanted to show you. It used to be that you had to buy all of your items, and remember, you can buy more than one, but he can only afford one. But anyway, you used to be able to buy all the items and then have to go out and remember what you bought and put it on your equipment. But now you can do this. As soon as you buy anything that's equipment, it'll ask you, do you want to manage your equipment? Manage your equipment, go into here. You know you just bought the boots. Buy the boots and put them on. He's equipped. Go back and look. Look at that. He's wearing the boots. Now, when you go back, you'll be right back in the shop and you can continue shopping. I added that because it pretty much really needed to be added. Let's see if I can identify anything. Nah, forget it. Let's get out of here. Uh-oh. Crime fees. See what the total damage is here. I owe him 135 bucks if I want to get past this point. And this guy can't pay. Carol hasn't the money. Surely Rupert's got the money. He does. Let me out. Crime fees have been paid. Again, you can hear more of my music jamming there. Created all this stuff with the MIDI thing. I'm just now learning how to do it. It'll get better, and I'll replace them as they get better. But anyway, I did want to show you some stuff about it. This, minions fled. So now you can scare minions. Especially little minions like these. This should be like a really quick battle. You can tell they only have 98 life, 849 power. Anyway, I hope you guys thought it was pretty cool. It's been a really cool experience creating it, and I can't wait to get it out there to the public and let you guys play it. I am eventually going to end up making it. Oh yeah, the Gauntlet of Dismay was found. That's something new I've added. When you find a realm treasure, it'll take you to the realm treasure scene and you'll see it. This is where that shop is, by the way. I'll show you this and then we'll close it out.
Easy enough.
Oh yeah, I jumped it. You gotta choose to jump into the hole. Look at that. I found a shop. Rupert lost a mana potion during the fall. His inventory prevented damage to his weapon. So he would have hurt his weapon, but since you have a ruby in your inventory, it prevents it. And look, it's Enron again. Ah, you found my secret shop. Yes. And he sells some really cool things here. Not the best weapons in the game, but probably some of the best buyable weapons in the game. Long boots are not the best shoes you can find, but they're the best marketed shoes. And of course, he's got his own unique weapons. The Fall Shop sword, for instance. And Enron's gauntlets. Equips perimeter, changes a bunch of stuff. Anyway, I said I was leaving. So I'm shutting down you guys, but I just wanted to show you and hope you guys might take the time at some point and check it out. It's free for now, till I get the graphics redone. Thanks.